Action. All right, welcome everybody back to the Chemical Man Podcast. I'm your host, Chris, and today I have a special guest. This is my son, Cash. He wanted to come on and talk about a few things, so let's see what he has to say. And Cash, what do you want to talk about today?
I want to talk about some funny stuff that's happened to you when you've worked at the Chemical Man podcast area.
Okay, so what are some of the things you want to share or that you know?
So, I remember that you were telling me a story about how you were like working and then you looked off, and then like some liquid spilled on you, so you ran to the shower, and the person was like, hello, who's using the emergency shower? And you're like, it's me, Chris. And the person couldn't recognize you, and then because they're controlling the water, and then you're like, just turn the water on, man, I got burnt. And he was like, oh, okay. And then he turned on the water for you.
So part of that story is right. He missed, but anyway. So a long time ago, I was working and I was lining up a strainer, and the strainer chemical leaked by out of the side. It had eaten a hole in it. It leaked by and got on me. So on our radios itself, we have an orange button. It's a safety button. So you hit that orange button. It's supposed to send immediately to the safety in the plant. They're supposed to know where you are. They're supposed to say, hey, we have someone push the orange button. It's this person on the radio, and go from there. What I was telling him is that when I went to push the orange button and I kept saying hello, well, the safety was like, who is this? Who's on this channel? I kept saying, it's me. It's me, Chris. I'm getting burned. Someone come help me. What? I don't know. Luckily, somebody heard me at another part of the plant and recognized my voice and raced down there. And since then, the little orange buttons have come in way better than they used to be. Now the newer radios have like GPS in them. The newer radios are actually able to tell where the person is in the plant when you press the orange button. But what happened was, so I had to get in the safety shower and strip down because I got some material. I got a little burned on the side of me, but wasn't my fault. Just happens. But hey, just remember, if you have a radio with an orange button, you hit that button. Let's hope that the safety knows to call you and knows where you're at in the plant. If not, you better call the control room and let them know. So I always tell my guys, hey, if you can, try to call the inside guys first, because at least we'll know and we'll be able to rush out there and take care of you, and then we'll get the ambulance and we'll get everything taken care of on there. So what else you got, Cass?
When and just to clarify for everyone that didn't know that could happen, just be safe. Always push the emergency button if you get like a single drop of fluid on you, because it could hurt really bad.
It can.
And he came home with like a big red spot.
I did. I come home with a little burn spot on my side on there, on that one, and it cleared up. It was back to normal. I'd probably rather get an acid burn nowadays versus a steam burn. That's steam burn, man. Acid burn get you quick and clears up quicker too. Another story that I've told before was the way that people put their pant legs in their boots, and I'm a firm believer if you stuff your pant leg in your boot, man, if you get sprayed, that can go right down in your foot. And I got hot condensate that one time. It hit my leg, went right down in my boot, and got my foot, and it was hot. I was coming out of that boot quick. From then on out, I just keep my pant leg on the outside of my boot. I don't want to have to worry about any hot water on there. So what else you got, buddy?
We go and play golf, and like sometimes we don't play golf and we just go collect a bunch of golf balls, and we've collected a bunch of golf balls. As you can see, we have a Mickey golf hat, and when we collect the golf balls, he actually took a bunch for work, and a bunch when he with some people that he works with, a bunch of people play golf that he works with.
Yes, if you work with me or you work in my unit and you play golf, I bring a lot of free golf balls for people that work with me. We go hunt golf balls, and then the people that play golf in my unit, I bring a bag. We probably have thousands of golf balls that we've gone over the years. A lot of good ones out there. What else you want to talk about, buddy? How do you like me working? How do you like me working as shift worker? So what I mean by that is that some days I work nights, some days I work days. How do you, as a kid, like that?
I don't like when you get forced for 7 days
I don't either.
because I'm bored at home and I don't have anyone to talk to. And, and I like when you talk with me. It
Okay.
makes me giggle and laugh. and every and I just put my air mattress in my room. So now when you're gone, I get bored and I have nothing to do and I just roll off my bed onto the air mattress wishing that I could have you there with me.
True. But at the same time, do you like it when I'm off during the week? Because I can
Yes,
come
I
have
love
lunch
it
with
when
you
you're off during the
during the week, so I can come have lunch with you, and then we can go
Yes.
play golf when you get out of school and different things like that. And in the summertime, how do you like me? How do you like it in the summertime when I'm off during the week and in the weekend? How do you like that?
I like that too. Because you get to go on Disney trips with us during the summer and me and Mama don't have to go by ourselves.
Well, that's true. We get to go Disney trips, but at the same time,
I'm
if
still
you
spending
don't have
time
anything doing
with
when I'm
you.
working nights and I get up, we can go do some stuff before work, or when I'm off that my long change, you and I can run around while Mama's at work, so we can do stuff like that. So you like me working shift work, but you don't like me working shift work, right?
It's like in the middle.
Yeah, it's in the middle. I get
mid.
that. Yeah, I get that. And but when I'm off, you like me being off, don't you?
Yes, I love
Yeah.
when you're off.
I do
like
too.
now, you're
Yeah.
off.
So see, it's something about the kids. They like it when you're home, and they like it. But you got to make money. You got to support the lifestyle. So you got to do what you got to do. But at the same time, you try to also spend as much time with your family as you can. Spend as much time with your kid you can too.
You gotta
there.
support the Disney trips.
Yeah. Yes, we gotta do the Disney trips. That's for sure. And I love those Disney trips a lot on there. What else do you like about me working a rotating shift?
So my mom works at Dow too, and you work at Dow, and I like when I get to call you at night because you get to like it's the perfect time when your boss is not there, and and you get to call me and I get to call you because your boss has a rule where you can't be calling someone during the middle of the day.
Well, it's not a rule per se, Cash. It's not a rule. The rule, if you want to call me, you can call me anytime. Now, if I'm in a meeting or I'm doing something else where I can't answer the phone, then I can't answer the phone. But most time, the boss doesn't mind me answering the phone when it's from a family member because we all have to take care of things on there. Now, it's not something that you want to do where you're all the time. You do what you can, but they know that we have a life outside of work, and they have a life outside of work too. So you still take it on there. Now at one time at our plant many years ago, we weren't allowed to have the cell phones out there. We couldn't have the cell phones.
Why?
Just because they didn't want anybody to have cell phones, because they didn't want anybody to be distracted from the job. That was a long time ago. Things have changed in 30 years.
Yeah.
Things have changed. So everybody has a cell phone. Everybody uses stuff. Everybody communicates. Everybody talks to everybody. So things have changed. So, as long as you're doing your job, they don't mind you talking to people. But it is kind of nice getting a phone call at night when I'm eating dinner with the guys on shift, and everybody on shift knows you, so everybody says hello to you.
Kids out there, the best time to call your dad if he's a shift worker is when he's eating dinner. You ask him when he eats dinner, and when he says like 7 or 8, then that's the perfect time to call him because he has someone he gets to talk to you while he's eating a delicious dinner.
See, that's true. So there you go. So you can tell your kids what time to call you and tell them good night and tell them hopefully have a good night on that, or ask them about how school is and everything else. So how do you like Mama working at the plant, even though she works Monday through Friday?
I like her working at the plant because she gets to come home every night and be with me.
That is true.
Versus like you, where you have to like be on nights and only get to see like once a day.
True.
But when you're off, it's good because I get to spend time with you,
That's
and I'm and I'm pretty glad that Mama is not a shift worker, because I already have one shift worker. I can't have two. I can't be home alone by myself.
That's true.
And I'm glad that she just works only from 5 to 5.
Yeah, she pretty much works 5 to 5 Monday through Friday right now, doing everything. But that the hours do change later on there. But with working nights, like I've said before, for people, if you work nights, the good thing about it is I can get up and get you ready for school the next day.
And I get to see
I
you
can cook
in
you
the
breakfast.
morning.
I get to see you in the morning instead of in the evening. So still get to see you every day. It just depends. Is it in the evening or is it in the morning? It just depends on that,
And I like when you're a shift worker, because when I'm in school, you find the perfect time to go to run, and I get when you run past my school, I get to run towards you and say hi before you go to work from
That's
your
true.
run.
So, when you work shift work, you want to make sure you try to do some kind of exercise just for mental and health-wise too. You want to do. So I go run. I'm able to see him before I go to work that night, so I can get a run in, and he likes that too. So, guys, we just wanted to come on here. My son really wanted to make this video because he's very proud of our podcast, and my son and wife have their own podcast. It's called Life with the Nellies, where they go to Disney trips and talk about different things. And he plays golf, so he's done a what's in my golf bag tutorial on that, and that's pretty good. So
And I also did what's in your golf bag
you
too.
did. We just haven't posted that video yet. We got a video of what's in my golf bag too, which probably will change here soon on that one. But is there anything else you want to talk about as far as like shift work, or as far as what you see, how we live and stuff?
No, but I'm glad to come on your podcast with you.
Well, you're welcome here anytime, Cash. You're welcome here anytime. Say hello to everybody out in the world.
Hi.
Everybody. Y'all have a safe day. Just watch yourself out there with everything. Like, share, subscribe. Once again, if you have any questions as far as like about jobs or resumes, please hit me up. He has his own podcast with my wife, so if you're interested in that, leave a message, send me an email. We can get you with that on there. But anyway, y'all have a good day. Be safe, and we'll talk to y'all later. And out.